Okay. Hey peoples, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to 2021. 2020 was some crap, but we made it through. We are here, thankfully. A lot of us didn't, but we are here. So this video here is going to be a 2020 update since I really didn't, well, I filmed some stuff last year, but I didn't post anything, honestly. So this is just going to be a really quick recap of 2020. Also, this is the third time I filmed this video today. So if I look over it, I'm sorry. And the second time I made it all the way through. And then I put it on my computer to start editing, and like the video and the audio wasn't synced up for some odd reason. And no matter what I did to it, it did not correct itself. So here we are. And here's Zola. But yeah. Okay. So take 3. Yay, let's do this. Okay, so I do have my notes written down here on this little notepad. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm reading off of. I sat down like right before I filmed the first video and made some notes. So, some stuff might be missing, but these are the things that was on top of my mind, I guess, that I wanted to put in this video today. So here we go. Starting with January. January, I started my last semester of my MPH. Super excited to have made it there because it seemed like it took forever to finish that doggone degree. Like, honestly, I did transfer schools and started a new program in the middle of it, all that good stuff. So yeah, super happy to have been starting my last semester of my MPH. It was also my my internship semester, which I did remotely, thankfully. To begin with, the site that I interned at was in Florida. But yeah, last semester internship, that was pretty much the bulk of my January. Okay, so in February, that's when, this little panty that we're currently in started kind of kicking up, or more talk about it at the very least. So COVID-19, of course. But we did get one trip in before things started to shut down. I did upload a video about that one, so look at me. That was our Valentine's trip to the mountains in North Carolina. We're there for the weekend. That was a really good trip. It was cold and rainy, but still a really good trip. So yeah, that was February. And of course, school, internship, all that good stuff still going on. So March. In March, what happened? Not too much going on there either. That's when the shutdown started. I think it was like March 15th or somewhere in there. It was like the middle of March was when North Carolina shut down. I am an essential worker, so I was working throughout the whole year. For the maybe that first month, a couple of weeks, we're still going into the hospital, I think maybe. And then we started working virtually from home just for a couple of months. That didn't last very long at all. Wish it had. But yeah, that was supposed to have also been my spring break. I had a trip planned. I think that one was for New Orleans. Really, really, really wanted to go on that trip. I haven't been to New Orleans. It's on like the top of my to-do list, on top of my travel list. And I had that trip, tickets bought, but we had to have everything refunded. Couldn't go. So yeah, didn't get to go on my spring break trip, but that was okay. And March was also the last time that I relaxed my hair. I haven't had a relaxer since March like 1st or something like that. I haven't decided if I'm going like natural or not. I just decided that my hair needed something different, not necessarily like a break from it, because the relaxers really didn't like damage my hair crazily or anything like that. I just feel like I've had the same hairstyle for the last, I don't know, 20 years or so. So I just wanted a complete change up, and I just haven't decided about what that change up is. So we're just in this middle weird ground right now. So yeah, that was March. April's my birthday, April 5th. I turned 29, of course, still at the height or the beginning of the pandemic. So we didn't do anything. I was just here at home. I had maybe bought some wine. Pretty sure I didn't get a cake. But yeah, just kind of like hung out. I took my birthday off from work, of course, even though at that time I believe I was working from home. I still took my birthday off because I don't work on my birthday. That's definitely a holiday. Nobody's going to work on that day. So May. May 1st was my graduation. I graduated with my master's, Master's of Public Health and Maternal and Child Health from UAB. Super excited to have finished that. It was a long time coming. Of course, it was a virtual graduation. We had a YouTube graduation pretty much. I was really, well, I'm not even gonna say kind of, I was sad about that I couldn't actually go to my graduation because this is the last degree that I'm getting. I do not plan on going back to school again. I know I said that before with my first one, but I mean it this time. I don't see myself going back to school, so I was actually going to walk this time. I didn't do like a full graduation walk on my bachelor's from UNCW. So I actually plan on like going there, walking, doing the whole kit and caboodle. I was going to take the pictures. I was going to do it all this time because it's going to be my last one. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed I didn't get to walk, but it is what it is. We had our graduation. I watched my graduation on YouTube. My family did too, celebrated with me from afar. They sent me gifts. It was a really good day. Like it was the best as it, possibly could. So I do appreciate that. It was a good day, even though it wasn't the day that I had initially hoped for.
Jessica Cornigan. Ah! Jordan Calvin.
Ah! Thanks, hon.
James
Thanks.
Victoria.
And as a distance learner, I just want to say thank you to MCH Sage for helping me feel like part of the Blazer family and allowing me to be your treasurer. Congrats, grads. Yay! So in May, like I said, May 1st, I graduated. And then towards the end of May, I also got my certification to become a birth doula, which I was really excited about that as well. I had been planning on doing that for honestly years now, but I kept telling myself I wanted to wait until I finished my degree and whatever other excuse I gave myself at the time. But I wanted to finish my degree first, so pretty much as soon as I did, I started looking up certifications. Like the very next training I could take, I pretty much took it. Only thing was I wanted to take it with a Black woman as my trainer. So the first one that I found like that, I went ahead and jumped on, and it just happened to be like 2 weeks after I had graduated. And then a week after my training, I completed my certification and became a certified doula. So that is another thing that happened in May, which I'm super excited about too. I guess May was a little bit of a busy month. But May, I also taught myself how to braid. Well, I didn't teach myself, but YouTube taught me how to braid. I wanted box braids. Of course, everything was closed, and box braids are expensive as well, which I understand why they are expensive because that was a lot of work. But I taught myself how to braid. I've never had like box braids before, or at least not as an adult, and not that I can really remember as a kid either. I had braids, but not like box braids. But yeah, YouTube University taught me how to do box braids. I braided my hair for the first time, and I was quite proud of myself. It took me all day long. I mean, all day long, but it was worth it. The hardest part was just like parting it. So when I got past that, just sitting down braiding, that was the easy part. But really proud of myself for that too. June was Adam's birthday. Again, pandemic, at home, didn't do too much. I baked him a cake and we celebrated at home pretty much. Something really low key. Nothing too crazy going on there.
Oh my gosh. It's not how I was expecting that to go. Happy birthday, honey. Good job.
Also in June, my little sister graduated from high school. She's the last of the lot of us. So we had planned on, it was another trip that was canceled, of course. We had planned on going to Disney for her graduation, or around her graduation time. But of course that had to be refunded too because we couldn't go. So we'll be planning that trip at a later date, whenever we can, of course. But she graduated in June. That's what the shots are for already. Oh, sorry, Grandma. July and August, not too much going on there. Still quarantine. I was working from home at this time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, or at least maybe in July I was working from home. But most of my time was spent just like researching doula-ish things, trying to decide on a name because that took long enough. In September, I was feeling a little iffy about the whole doula thing. I ended up meeting up with one of the doulas here in town who kind of super nicely just kind of like walked me through some things, talked me off the ledge, kind of calmed me down, make sure I pretty much told me, hey, you know what you know and you're going to do fine. So I appreciate her for that. But she also kind of ended up hooking me up with First Year Cape Fear here in New Hanover. First Year Cape Fear is the maternal mortality task force in New Hanover County. So I'm working with them as one of their partners. I'm really excited to do that because, you know, working with women and children is my whole thing. And they're also focusing on Black and brown women, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm just happy to be working with them in any capacity that I can right now. And also when I spoke with them or got linked up with them, I was already thinking about becoming a childbirth educator, which they offered to bring me in as one of theirs, which worked out perfectly. So timing was great. I am now also a childbirth educator. That brings us to October, which is when I completed my actual training for that. I completed the training through Lamaze. I'm not certified just yet. I can take the certification, I think it's in April. They only do it 2 times a year. And the day that we finished our training was the same day we would have had to sign up by like 5 o'clock to do the next training, which I believe was at the beginning of November. So it was just really like a timing issue. And so I plan on taking the certification as soon as I can. I already have like the workbook to study for it and all that good stuff. So I am a childbirth educator, but I haven't got certified through Lamaze just yet, but it's coming. In October, I also went ahead and filed my LLC, EIN, all that business side of the doula thing. I finally decided on a name for my business. That took long enough in itself because I'm just indecisive. And then I also got like my logo done and all that good stuff. So I guess like during the summer I was really doing all that little stuff, but it came to a close. I finally got it like, you know, completed in October. So yeah, October was a little bit of a busy month too, I guess. And then that brings us to November. In November, I actually attended my first birth as a doula. The mom I was working with was a very close friend of mine. It's my husband's best friend's wife, so we've known each other for years, really comfortable around each other, which I was excited to not only just be there for her birth, just excited for the fact that they're having a baby in the first place. But yeah, it was really special to be there with them. And of course, in the capacity of their doula, she went into labor on Thanksgiving and ended up giving birth the next day. And that was a really great experience, I will say. I may or may not do like a little short video on like my side of how that worked out for me, you know, like my feelings and everything, but it was really all about her and her husband and their baby at that time. I was just excited to be a part of it, excited to be helpful in any way that I could. So that was November. I actually ended up going to my mom's for Thanksgiving, not only because Thanksgiving, but because it was closer to their house. Like my mom is midway between my house and hers, so being there at my mom's would have put me like less than an hour away from them had she gone into labor, which the whole time I was working with them, I kept thinking she was going to go into labor on or around Thanksgiving. I was thinking that weekend, but I was prepared and I wanted to be closer just in case it actually did happen. So I'm glad it worked out that way. Perfect timing. Okay. And that brings us to December. Of course, December, there's Christmas, but this December, my dad also got married on New Year's Eve, so that was super exciting. Small family wedding. It was really just a great time. I'm really excited for them. I've been calling her my stepmom or my mom for like years now, but now it's actually official, so really excited about that. And if you did watch my video? Yeah, watch my video on this last cruise that we went on for last Christmas 2019. Yeah, Christmas 2019, that cruise, you'll see where he actually proposed. So yeah, a little wrap up there. And I will say, for my dad's wedding, I actually got my first blowout. And I mean, we're like a week over now. Today is January 10th. So this blowout done blew out, and I don't know what to do with it now. It's probably just gonna wash it and braid it back up on Friday, because that's the next day I'm off. But yeah, so that's my 2020 wrap up. Just quick and easy as I can get it, really. I'm not re-filming this video. So when I look back on this footage, let's just hope everything is where it needs to be. Everything looks like it's supposed to, because I ain't doing this again. Just not. I'll just skip right over to the next. Yes, Zola. That's what I said. But yeah, so that's 2020 and a nice little wrap up. So my next video, I will be doing, the only thing I didn't mention for as far as like my 2020 year, this year I also kind of like started my journey with my infertility treatments, working with or taking Clomid, that type of thing. So in my next video, I will talk about that. It'll be similar to this one, just a quick kind of wrap up on that, on touching on those things. But yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, all those good things. And that way when I do upload my next video, you'll be right there. I'm going to try to upload a lot more than I did last year, but I make no promises because I know me, okay? Not only working full-time, trying to figure out how to like run this little business. We'll see. We'll see what happens, y'all. Charge it to my brain, not my heart, however that thing goes. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.